your dad feel special this Father's Day while supporting local businesses.
The founder of Neighborhood Flea and I Made It Market, Carrie Nardini, brought in some items that you can snag before June 16th. Carrie, it's always good that you're here.
Lots of items.
Because you bring on a lot of great stuff. Obviously, I Made It Market has a wonderful setup at the mall at Robinson. Yep. We can find some of this stuff down here that we're going to talk about first.
Yes. So we are open all mall hours, so it's very convenient, easy to access, free parking, all that stuff. We have a couple of vintage sellers that have great things there for Dad. Down the center, we have a nice display ready for Father's Day that you can just grab. And also, some of these people will also be at the Neighborhood Flea that we'll talk about later. But we have some food items. I mean, dads, we know they love to grill and season.
True.
So we have oils and hot sauces. These are made by local people, and we have these great grilling and other seasonings. This chef, we have maybe 4 or 5 of his seasonings in the store, and they are great on everything. I can attest to that because I use them all the time. And the hot sauce my son uses, and I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? And he's like, oh yeah.
It's that good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's that good.
Yes.
There's also really unique things like this. Like,
yes, this is CJ7. They have some really cool items. They just had a giant hood that from a car that was sold, but they have, this is love and car parts and different metal parts, and they have hockey pucks. They have lots of cool, I mean, come on, Pittsburgh is a hockey town.
That's right.
Yeah, I love that you have this all laid out for us because it could be tough finding some stuff for Dad.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And we have some punny things too. So this is Paint by Dumbers, and he has 2D items, and they're all super funny. We also have items like a flask for Dad that has a Pittsburgh theme, and we have JP and Sons. They do pens. They have shaving kits. They have this is a pen that they made that they wood turned that has it has a music theme with the neck of a guitar. So I mean, their Dad's like so many different kinds of things.
Right.
So
well, and let's talk about some of the vintage stuff that you have down here. This is going to be available at the Neighborhood Flea, and for folks that don't know, you have a new location this year.
Yes, we're in the Southside Works. We had our first one for Mother's Day, and it was fantastic. There are 5 parking garages around the property. There's a QR code, and you get an event rate. And it's just very convenient, and the layout is super easy. It's sort of a T, and we have about 130 sellers and food vendors, and everybody's bringing gifts for Dad as a part of their
I'm drawn
their
to
offerings.
the hats right here. These are really cool.
One of them is sort of like a newsboy hat right there.
The denim one.
Yeah.
That's from Bottom Nature. She also brought these. We have, I was thinking we have sort of like kitschy and all kinds of different.
I feel like dads always love a good tie.
Oh,
yes,
for sure.
Yes,
yeah.
for sure.
I like this little, it's a business card holder, but it looks like a flask. And it was also supposed to be a lighter, or what is this?
This is a lighter and a cigarette holder.
I'm thinking, I'm like, who smokes anymore? It can't be for that.
But you know that you made a new use for it, because seriously, Dad might remember that from his dad.
Right.
And then he can put his business cards in it for sure.
Yeah, these are also, it's just like vintage ashtrays.
And you know, those could be for dads that like to smoke cigars.
Right.
Because that's sort of a thing happening.
Absolutely,
right?
it is.
There's like a big resurgence of it.
This is, wouldn't you like it? This is actually a vintage.
That's the name of the company. Wouldn't you like it?
Yep, they're at our store, and they're going to be at the Flea. And this is a vintage post office box, and it has the original. What is it? The
dials on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you can.
This says circa 1950s.
Yes.
Just neat. Really cool stuff. And you'll be able to find some new items too from vendors at the Neighborhood Flea as well if you're looking for vintage and some newer stuff.
And I know you like the clothes, so I just wanted to point out there is actually a members only jacket in there.
Get out.
What?
No.
Where's that?
Go look for it, Mikey. Snag it now.
Is it this one?
It is.
There it is.
So those 80s dads, you're going to remember that, the Gen Xers.
What a throwback.
Yeah.
Carrie, thank you so much.
Carrie.
We want to remind you, Neighborhood Flea hosting another event this Sunday ahead of Father's Day. It's at the Southside Works, their new location from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
You can also stop by the I Made It Market retail shop at the mall at Robinson. We will have more information on our website at kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll be right back after the break.